Hello and welcome to my channel. In this tutorial we're gonna do this stitch. You can work this with any yarn size, for a blanket, for a table runner, for so many things. I'm gonna use 3.0mm crochet hook. This stitch works with even numbers. I have here even numbers, so I'm gonna skip the first chain, and into the second chain from the hook we're gonna do a single crochet. And this row is gonna be single crochet in each chain. So we're gonna move to the next chain, single crochet, next chain, single crochet, so single crochet in each chain. This stitch goes really fast. You can work this stitch with any yarn size if you like. But I think this stitch for beginners it's the best. So you can practice some stitches like single crochet. You can work, let's say, with variegated yarn, changing colors. So the last chain, single crochet also. We're gonna chain one, and we're gonna turn the work, and we're gonna do one more row of single crochet. So the first stitch is there, we're gonna do single crochet, next stitch single crochet, next stitch single crochet. So in each stitch we're gonna do single crochet. So if you start, you chain even numbers, you're gonna finish with an odd number of stitches because you skipped the first chain. Yeah, I think this stitch is nice to do a table runner with either variegated yarn or changing colors. So we have two more stitches. So the last stitch, single crochet also. We're gonna chain one, turn your work, and we're gonna do one more row of single crochet. So in total you're gonna start with 3 rows of single crochet. So the first stitch is here. I'm gonna go in there and do a single crochet. Next stitch, single crochet. Next stitch, single crochet, and so on. In each stitch you will do single crochet. So for example, if you want to change colors, you're gonna change the color to a new one when you start the rows with the single crochet. So the first row of single crochet, you're gonna change your color. Okay, last stitch, single crochet. So we have 3 rows of single crochet. We're gonna chain 2, turn your work, to yarn over the hook. We're gonna go to the second stitch, not the first one. The chain is coming from the first one, so we're gonna move to the second one, and in there we're gonna do a puff. If you like the puffs bigger, then you're gonna go through the stitch many times. So yarn over the hook, we're gonna move to the second stitch. So we're gonna pull up a loop, yarn over the hook, go back again, pull up a loop, yarn over the hook, go back again. So I went 3 times in that stitch. So we're gonna pull the yarn through the first 2, 4, 6 loops, yeah, not the last one. So pull the yarn through the first 6, then pull the yarn to the last 2, chain 1, and when you chain this one, leave it loose a little bit, the chain. So yarn over the hook, we're gonna skip the next stitch, and into the next we're gonna do a puff. So once, twice, and the third time. If you like the puff bigger, you're gonna go 4 times, or if you like the puff not so big, you're gonna go only twice. Depends on your yarn size, yeah? So pull the yarn to the first 6, loops, pull the yarn to the last 2, chain 1, leave that a little bit loose, the chain, and we're going to repeat. Skip the next stitch and into the next we're going to repeat. We're going to do a puff. So once, twice, and the third time. Pull the yarn to the first 6 loops, pull the yarn to the last 2, chain 1. Skip the next stitch and into the next we're going to do a puff. Chain 1. Skip the next stitch and into the next we're going to do a puff. Okay. Skip the next stitch and into the next we're going to do a puff. So once, twice, and the third time. So pull the yarn to the first 6 loops, pull the yarn to the last 2. We're not going to chain now, we're not going to chain 1. We're going to go to the next stitch in which we're going to do a double crochet. So a double crochet into the last stitch. So it's going to look like this. I think this stitch looks nice with cotton yarn, and you use a very thin yarn for a table runner. Yeah. For a blanket you can use any yarn size. So now we're going to chain 1, turn your work, and now we're going to repeat these 3 rows of single crochet. So the first stitch is here, single crochet, next stitch, single crochet, and the next is the chain 1. So you're going to go through the chain, yeah, through the chain, and you're going to do a single crochet. Next stitch, so you're going to have a stitch and a chain. So you're going to go through the chain. That's why I said make it loose. So this row is going to be single crochet in each stitch and the chain. So next is the chain, next is the stitch, and in each of them you're gonna do a single crochet. So this is the first row of single crochet, and after we finish this one we have 2 more rows of single crochet. So the next is the stitch, which is the puff, single crochet, and in this chain 2 on top of the second chain we're gonna do a single crochet, chain 1, turn your work, and now we have to do single crochet in each stitch. So the first stitch is here, single crochet, next single crochet. So you're gonna do this row and 1 more row. So in total you should have 3 rows of single crochet, and then we're gonna do the row with the puffs. But I think if you do a table runner you're gonna chain a long chain as long as you want that table runner to be. Yeah. So single crochet. So we have 2 more stitches, and the last one, single crochet also. You're going to chain 1, turn your work, and I'm going to repeat the row with a single crochet. 1 more row of single crochet. So single crochet in each stitch. I think this stitch is nice for you guys, the beginners. You try the puffs, you try the single crochet, and you can do so many combinations with single crochet and puffs. So the last stitch, single crochet, and now we're going to repeat the row with the puffs. So we're going to chain 2, turn your work, and now the first stitch is here. We're going to skip this one and we're going to go to the second stitch right here. So we're going to do a puff once. You can go many times as you like. So twice, and the third time pull the yarn to the first 6 loops, pull the yarn to the last 2, chain 1. So leave this a little bit loose. So yarn over the hook, skip the next stitch, and into the next we're going to do a puff once, twice, and the third time pull the yarn to the first 6 loops, pull the yarn to the last 2, chain 1. and we're gonna repeat like this. Skip the next stitch, and into the next we do a puff. Chain one, skip one stitch, and into the next we do a puff. Skip the next, and into the next stitch we do a puff. You can do so many things with this stitch, and it's so easy. So skip the next stitch, and into the next we're gonna do a puff once, twice, and the third time. Pull the yarn to the first 6 loops, pull the yarn to the last 2, don't chain anything, yarn over the hook, and into the last stitch we're gonna do a double crochet. Now you're gonna chain 1, turn your work, and now we're gonna do the 3 rows of single crochet. So the first stitch is here, single crochet, next stitch, single crochet, and next we have the chain, in which you're gonna go through the chain and do a single crochet. Next is the stitch where we close the puff, next is the chain, and we're gonna do single crochet in each. And sometimes when you don't make that chain a little bit loose, you're gonna struggle to go through it, so leave it a little bit loose. Okay, so the chain, single crochet, and we have the stitch from the last puff of this row, and we have the chain too. So we're gonna go on top of the second chain right there, and we're gonna do a single crochet. You're gonna chain 1, turn your work, and now it's gonna be easy for the next 2 rows of single crochet. So you have to do 2 more rows of single crochet. So it's gonna be quite easy to do this, the last 2 rows. So I was thinking like this is gonna look if you are to do a let's say a long table runner. So you're gonna chain as many chains as long as you like the table runner. So it's gonna, when you put on a table, it's gonna be like this, with this you know, kind of running down the columns like this, and the puffs, they're gonna be like this. If you like to do the table runner like this, then you're gonna chain as wide as you want this table runner to be, or the blanket, or whatever you choose to do, yeah? And then you're gonna keep working. It's quite nice, it's easy, doesn't need much concentration, this stitch. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Have a good day. Bye bye.